You're listening to Flush Your Fat for Good with Jackie and Dr. Vicky, only on LA Talk Radio.
Hi, guys, and thanks for joining us. My name's Jackie Paget-Baird.
And I'm Dr. Vicky Arcady.
And we're the creators of Flush Your Fat for Good, Be Lean and Healthy for Life. And as we say this a gazillion times, we're going to keep saying it a gazillion times. This is not a diet. And this is a lifestyle. Diet, as I always say, the first three letters in the word is die. If you do, everybody knows when you diet, you feel like you want to die, right? So today,
except for this.
Yeah, except for this. So today what I want to do is, since I didn't do it before, I want to go to LA Talk Radio, and I want to share us into our group. So if you guys go to LA Talk Radio, you can always see us there, or you can go into our private room.
We have a private Facebook room, Flush Your Fat for Good Buddies Facebook group. And if you're on Facebook and you'd like to come into the room, request to join, and someone will let you, one of the administrators will allow you to come in after you answer some questions. We want to know a little more about you before.
Right. We want your social security number and your credit card.
$1,000 deposit.
So when I talk about a lifestyle, today we're going to talk with our dear friend Cathy Castelazo. If you guys have our book, which is on Amazon.com or on our website, you know about Cathy because it was her inspiration. Actually, she used a club over my head to get this started, but she instigated Flush Your Fat for Good to come out to the public, okay? And also, we're going to interview Jason, which we're excited to meet. We always hear about our buddies that are, over the internet or in the room or over the phone or on a text or through Cathy, but today we get to talk to Jason. So thanks, Jason, for joining us.
No, thank you for having me.
Thanks for coming in.
And Cathy, good job.
Thank you.
We're very excited to talk to Jason. We're actually going to share Jason's pictures with you because I just recently got a chance to see them. And Cathy was telling us, man, you got to see Jason. You got to see Jason. And I'm like, okay, well, send us the pictures. And just to start off with right now, I want to show the full body picture of Jason. And Jason, you're a cop, right? You're a police officer?
Yes, I am.
How did I figure that out? I mean,
Wow.
Dude, I didn't go to school to eat my lunch. No, I can tell. But when I saw this before and after picture, it's the full body. I mean, it was almost, breathtaking.
Yeah, it's pretty
didn't
impressive.
You? I sent
Very
it over
impressive.
to you, and she goes, "Whoa, who is this guy?" It's one of Cathy's. And then, so let's go to the face picture. This one
That one is very impressive.
This one,
I mean,
you sent this one to me.
Right.
Look at that.
That bloat.
What's the month difference from this? You started when?
The picture on the far left, that was in March of 2019, and then the one on the right was September, this past September.
March,
There's no
April, May.
depletion. There's no gaunt. There's just vitality.
No, it's he looks like 10 years younger.
Yes.
Doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
So.
And he's a twin. That looks like his twin.
Wow, that's trippy.
Wow.
Yes.
I'm a twin too.
Are you?
Yeah, I'll say a novena for you. I love when I see this before and after face picture because you're right. I'm not looking at gaunt. I'm not looking
Depletion.
at.
The
I mean,
skin
he
is
looks
taut
pale.
and tight.
He's
color.
shining. His aura, his
Everything about him
skin
is just
color is beautiful.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
His eyes, they're not puffy, and this is a sign of health.
Right.
When have you ever dieted before?
I've dieted many times, tried it. It only lasts for about 2 weeks, or usually after New Year's.
Yeah,
I
right.
decide to do it, and then it'll be done.
You're like everybody else, and that's the problem. And yo-yoing like that,
Right.
and that's dangerous. This is a lifestyle. And, okay, so I want to show, Sam, let's show that back view.
The front and back.
No, I have a back view first. The before This blows my mind.
That's a side view, isn't it?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, the back view. I'm talking about the back view. Hold on. Yeah, the back view. Here we go.
There it is.
Okay.
Wow.
So here's the back view. Now let's show the after
That's
of
several
the back view.
inches.
That's
It
serious. That's serious.
Wow.
Now,
This works.
so let's go to the
Rework.
side view. The before. And then let's see.
The after.
That's-
wow.
that's
You're like half the
trippy.
size.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was amazed myself. I
And,
couldn't believe it.
and what we do is that because
like-
he's on the everything that we're doing, as he's wrapping, he's so healthy internally that the skin, our biggest organ, is
Right.
pulling back. So any creases that he had or anything that was going on, it gets lifted up
Yeah.
and flat,
Gets-
like a tummy tuck.
Right.
Yeah, without
It's
the surgery.
toned from
Yeah.
he's digesting, absorbing, and eliminating now. Properly.
So before we get to your, because I have a picture of your logo I want everybody to see, and then I have the picture of the shop, and I want you to give your address. Before we even get to that, I want to talk to you, because, I mean, we're impressed, and we're seeing you in your underwear. I feel
Did
like
I cut that off? Oh, the new ones I have.
No, you don't need to cut that off. But
Jackie.
I didn't mean it that way, but that's fine.
She doesn't want it cut off either.
I think that to see this, you're sharing with no pressure. 5 countries.
No pressure.
We're
Well,
in
who
5
knows?
countries right now. But tell us a little about you, because for you to do this now, we know some people that say, "Oh, I just can't cut up the fruits and vegetables. It's just too much."
Honestly, that was me before too.
Really? Listen up, Sam. So, was it a big problem? I mean, okay, let's start from the beginning,
Right.
because Cathy takes people, she gets them ready for the red carpet, celebrities, Hollywood. It's bare wraps. Cathy is very well known for taking people and doing lymphatic body wraps, and we're going to talk about that in a minute. How did you get into this?
He should have been with me like years ago.
I should have been about years ago.
Gee, that was like a ventriloquist.
It just got to the point where, I had 3 small children.
Mm-hmm.
I have a 9-year-old daughter, 7-year-old daughter, and a 4-year-old son. I usually coach their sports. And it got to the point where I'm starting feeling unhealthy. I started gaining weight. You look at pictures throughout the years. My identical twin brother, I was always the fat twin.
Yeah.
That's what I was considered.
Know about that. Coach Jennifer
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
will tell you about
So
her
how
in a
can you
minute.
tell Jay and Jason apart? Well, Jason's always the fat one all through my life. So, and I was always told it can't happen. There's no way you'll lose the weight. I was always told that. So I was mostly motivated on that and said, you know what, I'm gonna try something that people don't think I could do. And especially when I had my yearly physical at the doctor, the high blood pressure and everything, I can't do this anymore.
No.
I want to live. My goal was always to live, to walk my daughters down the aisle when they get
Yeah.
married. Once I do that and be there for my son I know my job is complete. Now I could go.
Yeah.
But before that, I still got a long way to go. So I decided, you know what? I've known Cathy for years. I know about. You know what? I was kind of, does it really work? I've tried dieting before. I tried pill. Nothing worked. So you know what? I'm gonna try it. Why not? So first couple of wraps. I think the first wrap she almost killed me because I thought, I couldn't breathe.
She does that.
I know that feeling.
That little girl, 5'2"
she's
or whatever.
like this, and she's,
But she has the strength of 10 men. I mean, it's just,
Exactly.
I couldn't breathe. I almost tapped out. I was about to call her and say, I can't do it no more.
Hey, you're giving my
5
wrap.
minutes, I go, you're gonna kill me on this bed with
that's
this wraps.
funny.
And then after a
That was
couple,
a little hard because you took too long to get to me.
yeah, she was just taking on years of frustration.
Yeah, there you
right.
go.
And then finally, I just, after a couple of wraps, we're doing 2, a week for the first couple of weeks. And I said, oh, wow, I'm really starting to lose some weight here.
Yeah.
But she was also on me about eating. And I'm like, well, Cathy, I like to drink socially. I like to eat, beef. And she's like, no red meat, no alcohol, you have to cut all that out. That's the only way it's gonna work. And keep doing your reps. And also the cranberry and distilled water was new for me.
Mm-hmm.
And then eventually she said, we're gonna kick it up a notch, because we're gonna do flush. We're gonna do the flush.
Flush your fat
flush
for
your fat.
good.
Right.
I said, okay, what is that? He goes, trust me, it works. You'll love it. You're gonna even burn even more fat. And I was kind of like, yeah, okay, I've heard that before all through my years. But then when I started doing it, I was like, wow. It went from, I checked my weight, I see my face different, I see, just my whole body just changing. And I go, this thing really works. It's really kicking up a notch.
Yeah.
And then along with the reps and then eating, and finally family members started seeing what was going on.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, are you dying or what's going on? And
Nice family.
I was like, I love my mom. Moms are the best,
Oh, yeah.
but they have no filter.
No.
They're gonna tell you how it is. And I was like, yeah, I'm trying to lose some weight, and going through some personal stuff, my own family. So it was time for a change. I feel more healthier now. Yeah, it's true about coffee. We do love our donuts, and I do. I love Krispy Kremes, and sometimes you work late at night. What's open? McDonald's,
Yeah.
Jack in the Box. So you don't have that chance to go somewhere healthy. So that's fine. We're still young enough. We'll just go to eat. But then I realize now, I'm feeling better. I'm getting out of bed more healthier. I look great. People are telling me.
See?
I'm seeing the pictures. My personality is a lot different now, and I have a lot more energy. To play with my kids.
You have put yourself into what's called nutritional ketosis. That's our pillar number 1, and that's where the body turns to burn your stored fat for fuel instead of the food for fuel.
Yes.
So many athletes, there's a lot of papers, scientific papers been written on it, how professional athletes, try to get into nutritional ketosis so that they can burn the fat, because that's how you succeed and excel in your sports and athletics. So I know your job is very physical, can be very physical. So you have to be in the best shape you can be. So,
And wherever you go, you can always eat good.
That's right.
Yes.
I don't care if it's McDonald's. I don't care where it is. You can get a salad wrap, or you can
salad
just
bar
get
at the grocery store.
You can get the burger if you have to. I
Right.
know she says no red meat. We do allow red meat, but sometimes if we really want to kickstart
we only
them-
said, absolutely, he knows that he can have red meat, but for right now, because he's been so unhealthy and sluggish and going through a lot, I said, because red meat takes a long time to digest, and he didn't have enzymes with him. So I just said, cool that for right now.
It's heavier.
It's fine.
It's
It's
a
heavier,
heavier
and and depending on your blood type. Do you know your blood type?
I don't.
Okay. So sometimes when we really start troubleshooting and somebody's having a hard time, we just want to, there's controversy about it, but it's really helped us in many ways. When we find out a blood type, if it's blood type O, you can eat, red meat all day long. If it's blood type A, you can't.
Okay.
It's hard to get good red meat too.
Yeah,
when you're
it
out
has
and
to be
about. It
grass-fed,
has to be
stuff like that.
pasture raised.
So let me ask you. So you took it upon yourself because you were sick and tired of being sick and tired,
Yes.
so to speak. How old are you?
41.
You're a baby.
Oh
know,
boy!
he's a baby.
Thank goodness.
You know what?
You have. Oh,
You
It's awesome.
What you've done is awesome, because not only did you prove to everybody since you were young you're not the fat twin.
Right.
Okay. And I know I've been through this. If Coach Jennifer's watching, I can't really see on my phone right now. She usually mans the comments. That's the story in our book. Once you get our book and you read it, you're going to read about Coach Jennifer. And she's a twin. And she and her twin sister, nobody ever mentioned anything about their weight until I think she was going into high school, and the counselor said, so
puberty.
around
Had to
puberty,
be
yeah.
puberty.
It was like, oh, I can tell you apart. You're the heavier one, something
That's
like
so
that.
mean.
That was me.
That
Yeah, that's just
that did it for her. And then she said she was just a self.
Destructive.
It was prophesied. What do you call it? When you-
Self-fulfilling prophecy.
Yeah.
She just took it as the law.
Well,
and
I'm the healthier
She built
one.
on it.
Yeah,
so
I'll just eat more.
I'll just eat whatever I want. Ice cream every night,
Yeah,
whatever
I'm the
I
heavier
want.
one. And for
cares,
me,
right?
my twin sister and I looked a lot alike, but I had a little bit more of a narrow face. So they said, "Oh, you're the heavier one," to my twin. So she had nothing but food eating issues, you know. She had a lot of food problems. And she'd go up and down in behavior.
Dysfunctional
whatever.
behaviors. Yeah.
She's dysfunctional anyway.
We love you, Spice.
No, we're all
love you.
dysfunctional in one way or the other. It's
Just,
a constant.
I'm only serious.
journey.
Okay? So, but I think that for you at your age,
to get this now.
Yes.
because I was saying, no matter what goes on in your life, and I believe this because I'm a 2-time widow, I can say this. If people do not take care of themselves, and it's so you don't live long, but what about the ones you love?
Right.
You're leaving you're not walking your babies down the aisle, right? How are they going to feel?
Exactly.
Okay. So taking responsibility for your own well-being is it's to be admired, because so many people, they believe all the garbage out there, you know.
It requires work. And a lot of people just want to take a pill, or they just want to do this, or they want to do that. They want the doctor to do it for them. You know, I need to get this weight off, go get a surgery, you know, cut half of my stomach out or 3/4 of it.
Hey, we did a whole, we're on YouTube. We have a YouTube channel.
Yes.
It's youtube.com/flush your fat for good. We did a whole podcast on what people do to lose weight.
Yes.
Okay, everything from not only cutting out, half their gastric bypass, to taking pills, to starving, to putting a tube in your stomach so then after you eat, you can pump it out.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they have
I
it.
never knew they had that.
I didn't either. That's new for me.
You're not getting it.
No, you're not.
You don't need it now.
Right.
But they do. They have it's like a thing where you hook it up. You probably have a, what do you call it, port?
Yeah.
And you just empty your stomach.
That's just.
Does that make sense?
It doesn't even make sense.
Well, people do things like that.
People are desperate.
And not only that, but
like you were.
I was.
Highly intelligent people do this. I mean, I just, met with a lawyer. Well, it was my dentist's husband, who's a lawyer. And he just could not find his way to wanting to change his diet, so he wanted to do a gastric bypass. And I said, but what's going to happen there when you do that kind of drastic sort of thing? You not only are going to diminish your nutrients that come to you, because to digest, absorb, and eliminate, don't you feel your digestion is better now?
A lot better.
A lot better. Okay, well, those are the pipes of life. You know, when you eat, you digest, absorb all those nutrients. If you're digesting well with our food combining, because that's one of our pillars, it's all that nutrition is going to go build your bone, blood, tissue, organs, hormones regulation, your brain, everything. So what happens when you have a gastric bypass? You're completely cutting a lot of that nutrition away from you.
And you don't get the nutrition. They tell you you're not going to get nutrition like you used to anymore.
And then they can't take supplements because it gets stuck.
And you're going to lose your bone density.
And
you're going to get unhealthy because you're deficient now.
And guess what?
You're not absorbing well.
The majority of people that have gastric bypasses, they regain it back.
Yes,
they all go back.
You have to starve yourself, and no one is willing to do that. You don't feel good starving.
I always tell them, you got to eat.
Yeah, this is an eating plan.
Yes.
Is that weird for you when you have to eat? I'm not hungry. Yeah, eat.
Yeah, Cathy's always telling me, but you have to eat. That's the only way you can start burning fat and so forth, and changing the way I eat, like turkey burgers. I never eat turkey burgers. And there's no salt, pink salt and pepper. And she taught me how to do like a salad, olive oil and some pink salt, and you're good. I'm like, I never used olive oil. I'm a ranch guy. You can maybe pour all the ranch on.
Oh, that's where you got the fluff.
Let me get my pizza, dip it in ranch. And, I love
There's sugar in that ranch.
So I didn't know that.
Corn syrup.
That's right.
Which is GMO.
That's what he's craving.
GMO.
So with Jackie's chicken salad, did I give you one of these?
You
This
did.
is our shopping list. You can get it off of our website, flushyourfatforgood.com. Everything in blue is how you're going to make Jackie's chicken salad. So you can get on our website and see how we do that, because the Jackie's chicken salad is bomb. And it was designed for you to eat every day as much as you want.
All day.
And it's for fat loss.
Right, yeah.
Is it a good salad?
Yeah. Sometimes I run over there. I'm starving. I'm in the valley. And I'm going, I'm so hungry. I'm So I'm going to Jackie's house because I need
Jackie's chicken
for
salad.
Jackie's chicken salad. Absolutely.
So we've got Jackie's turkey soup, Jackie's egg muffins,
The
veggie
goat.
muffins.
He loves the goat yogurt. Goat yogurt.
You like
Yes.
the goat yogurt?
Oh,
Yes?
that's
with
awesome.
with
With almonds.
Yes.
Oh,
I know.
nice.
Okay,
Yes.
good. So
Kyle likes it too,
yeah,
right?
I have Kyle, 24-year-old,
24-year-old.
who wants to find a, I can't say it on air, but a beautiful girl next year, and he has to lose about 100 pounds.
So we're going to see his journey.
Yep, and we're going to be bringing him in too. But he's 24 years old, and when people say they can't cut fruits and vegetables,
Sam.
It can be done. 'Cause,
it can be done. And you know what? If you really care about your life, you're going to put effort into it.
Right.
It's I call it habitual ritual. And with this shopping cart, you guys, you can get it part
Shopping
of
list.
the shopping list. Did I say cart?
You know,
I'm already picturing. Anyway, everything in the salad is in blue, and so it makes things a lot easier. But
So I'm curious. Do you prepare food like in the weekend or the beginning of the week and then carry it to work? How do you do this?
Yeah, that's what I've been doing.
Uh-huh.
Just food prepping. What I'll do is I'll cook it the night before, pack it, and then go. I've never done that before either.
Yeah. See,
Totally new.
lifestyle change.
It is definitely a lifestyle change. I mean, I'm used to let's just go to In-N-Out, or let's
Right.
just go to
Sure.
McDonald's. Just get something quick and go, and just eat it healthy. And then after you eat it, I just
just
feel
like this.
sleepy, sluggish,
Yeah.
and I'm lazy. This has just been Cathy's pretty much saved my life. Added
Yeah.
more years
yes.
to my life,
Yes.
as well as.
well,
flesh.
I got news for you.
She's got a lot of stars on her ship. Of
It-
lives she's saved.
Yeah, but it's attractive. It's attractive as a human being. It's attractive for girls. It's attractive,
It raises your consciousness, and you're going to have a new vibration
But
and bring
Yeah,
better
girls,
people around you.
Girls
Yes.
like to see this in a man.
Hmm. Yeah, they
Because-
like to see you're taking charge of your health because
It's
It's
know.
sexy. It's responsible.
it's
girls, we
sexy.
don't want to mother our men. We don't
Right.
want to do that. We want you to take care of yourself. Just take care of yourself. I don't want to have to be your mom.
But
Yeah.
it also shows that you care about your life.
Yes.
Exactly.
Okay, and that's important because you're going to lead by example. Your kids are going to see that. Your twin's going to say, "Dude, what happened to you?"
Oh, he already is.
Is he?
Oh yeah, tell him what he says.
The other day he came by to visit me, and he said, "What are you gonna have for your snack or lunch?" Because he packed himself a cheeseburger and so forth. I said, "I just got some carrots and some goat cheese." He said, "What?"
What the
He was
heck
like,
is that?
when are you gonna stop that girly eating and all that? Eat like a man already.
Girly
That's what he
eating?
told
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
Well,
Pretty
let's
cool.
go out for a steak, bro, in about a month.
No, that's what people do when they feel as though there's an intimidation. He might not even know he's doing that. He's doing it for fun, and he's
He is.
doing it to Jeff.
Well, I
He'll
told
come around, but-
I told Jason.
around.
I said, look, your inner circle is going to think you look really great. Then it's going to come to a point as you're getting lean and muscle building and everything, and it's just looking really amazing. The inner circle is going to start saying you look too skinny. You
Yeah,
look too
they're
skinny.
going to start.
But the people that don't even know him and never knew him here, they're going to just be so attracted to him. They're going to look at him like, wow, you look really good. So I said, don't pay attention to people that are in your close circle because they're used to seeing you in a certain way.
Exactly. You're part
And
of the
it's a-
group.
Yes.
And if you're
So don't
venturing
get
away from it,
discouraged.
they don't want you to do
right.
that.
Don't get discouraged on that.
But on Flush Your Fat for Good, you can't get too skinny
No.
Good.
No, you
because
build
you're
muscles.
building bone and
Yeah.
and muscle.
You will not
know.
get too skinny.
And your body, see, this lifestyle trains the brain. So your brain is going to say, you know what, Jason, I need some more protein right now. You've waited too long to eat. I need for you to really give me a nice, couple of chicken breasts or some fish, or I need some more meat or turkey burgers. One turkey burger? No, I think you need 2 turkey
Yeah.
burgers.
Yeah, sometimes
You're
I do.
gonna,
I-
your
I have
brain is
too.
going to talk to you and tell you, and then you're going to say, basically you're going to feel like, oh, I've already digested. I can feel that. It's time for my fruit now. So then you have 20 minutes to let that fruit digest, and your brain's going to say, you had a lot of turkey the last couple of days. Let's get some chicken going. Your brain is going to tell you what you should have. In chicken is leucine, isoleucine, leucine, and valine are branched chain amino acids. chicken is great for building lean
It's
muscle
one of the
mass.
most plentiful in leucine, which is
Right.
builds the muscle.
So in that point when you're in nutritional ketosis, which means you're not doing any starch, no sugar, no cow dairy, you're not doing anything that's going to instigate an insulin response, because now your body is living off your own fat.
Right.
That's why you're getting lean. That's why we can see, different shapes that your muscles in your body now. And
They respond really quickly.
And she's pushing it through the lymphatics, that fat. It's going
Accumulated waste flushing out of the body.
accelerating it, yeah.
right. So what happens is when you flex, with every flex of your muscle, you're burning fat in your muscles. If you're driving, running, walking, digging a ditch, whatever. I dig ditches. So
She trips it on too.
and I recently tripped in one. But
Go for a hole.
the bottom line is
Casey hole.
what you're doing is starting to live like we've done podcasts before and educated people on what's called the Inuit tribes.
Right.
And the Inuit tribes up in Alaska for what, centuries?
Thousands and thousands of years.
Right, are eating like you now.
They don't have-
You're eating the way they have, and
They don't eat crackers and chips and
No.
bread, and they can't do that in the snow,
Right.
So they have vegetables and fruits when they're in season. They take those. But essentially, they're eating like you, or you're eating like them right now. And look how long they've lived.
And no inflammations or
No, they have
digestive
very little-
problems. They look beautiful. Their skin,
Right.
everything just stays very
And then when
healthy.
people-
They die mostly from accidents,
like
where they
a-
live, in their
a polar
harsh
bear.
environment. Attacks or
polar bear,
falling
whatever.
or drowning or, yeah.
But they do well. The people that all of a sudden say, I'm going to get really healthy, I'm going to start eating vegan.
Oh, I have so many vegan and
Do you?
vegetarians. Yes, and they don't understand that if they really aren't really educated, most people that are eating vegan and vegetarian, they get it off the internet with everybody with their own views of how to do it. But if you really look at them, their skin, they're losing weight, but they're still loose. Their skin
Their
and everything
skin, you're right.
is
It's
loose. Their
away
eyes
from
are
their
still not
tissue, yeah.
vibrant. Their
Yeah,
hair's
and
not
that's why we
silky.
have a section in the book for pescatarians, which is strictly
Fish.
fish. Lovolacto, we have
Eggs
eggs.
and dairy, but we
Right.
don't allow dairy. They have to
No.
do our goat
They
or
have to go
sheep.
goat or sheep,
Right.
and then vegetarians
Soy.
and vegans. And they have to learn how to do it because the problem is
They look
wind up
depleted. Their
overdo-
skin's not even shiny.
But
There's
they-
no
they're-
color.
Right,
No.
and they overdo
They're
the
gray.
starches.
Yes.
Okay, and the problem with starches, first of all, starches are hard to digest, but
They really are.
and the people don't understand that. Even though it's a 2-hour digestion, but if you put it with a meat or a flesh,
hours at
it's going to be
least.
8 hours, and
At
then
least.
your food putrefies. You get into gas and bloating, and you feel tired. and you're,
Constipation.
But if you take a Hindu, now some people have the metabolic structure. It takes 17 generations to change a metabolic structure. What is your nationality? You're African American, but are you African or is there Cuban? What are you about?
African American and Filipino.
Filipino. Okay. So where's the Hindu?
That's what he says. You mean I can't have my rice?
Right.
Well,
So
Filipinos eat rice.
I eat
Yeah.
rice. I used to
Oh,
eat
yeah.
rice every day.
right.
Oh,
And
tell me about the
what is
cauliflower
what is the health problems in the Philippines right now?
A lot of heart disease right now.
Heart disease.
Diabetes, heart disease. lot
Very
of
greasy food.
Very,
Oh.
and their
It's
really
not
diets
like
are
it used
so
to be
poor.
in the years and
Pork,
years.
Well, that's why I say
Pig.
Yes.
it takes 17 generations to change a metabolic structure. So if you gave the Hindu diet to the Eskimo, you're going to kill him. If you give the Eskimo diet to the Hindu, you're going to kill him.
Yeah.
Because their generational metabolism is just not, can't do the heavy blubber and the meat that comes from the Alaskans, right?
Right.
But the Alaskans living up in snow and having to fight that environment, they're what? They're going to live off of rice and beans?
Well, listen to this though. If you eat rice and starch and sugar, you could throw yourself out of nutritional ketosis,
Right.
right? Because your insulin's going to spike. Now you got to go back anywhere from 4 days to 2 weeks to
Right.
some even 4 weeks to get back into that burning fat mode.
Right.
But they did experiments, and there was doctors that went up to study these Eskimos. They couldn't get over their diet. How can they live like this? what is going on? So they fed them starches, sugar, bread. I can't remember exactly what the meals were, maybe pancakes or something, or toast or something like that. But they checked their blood. And what happened was, because they've been eating this way for so long and their digestion is so great, nothing happened. Their insulin stayed stable. So someone like Jackie and I, we've been doing this 30 years plus apiece, we can have a sugar or a starch and it's not going to really affect us like it did 25 years ago or 30 years ago, right?
Well, not only that, but
what I'm saying
is it doesn't taste the same. It's not going to harm us to where it's going to throw us back.
But it's interesting that those Eskimos, those Inuit tribes, were not affected. You go anywhere else to any other culture, and it's going to affect them.
Wow.
I mean, you give them sugar, and it's going to cause an insulin response, and it's not going to recover. It's going to tread up there.
Right, and if you look at what's happening to the youth in Japan, the Fiji Islands, they look great. They're living off the land. They're living fresh. They're eating vine-ripened fruits and vegetables, and they're eating lean, clean meats. But then over in the mainland, the Japanese kids, the 17, 18-year-olds are getting gastric bypass.
Really?
Yeah. They're having all kinds of surgeries. They're on diet pills. They have McDonald's over there.
Yeah, once they started doing that, once they started being westernized over there, is when even the women in the last, I think, 35 years or whatever, they never even experienced menopause.
Right,
nothing.
Exactly.
And now, like the
or
last
birth
30,
issues.
35 years, as long as I've been doing this, like 34 years, but 25, like really seriously, they just started getting menopausal symptoms.
Yeah, you're going to get
never had it
hormonal.
before.
Because why? Because insulin's a hormone. You mess with your insulin, all your other hormones. We're in a water bubble.
So, Jason, you're not going to go through menopause, so you're going to be fine.
You're going to go through menopause.
Thank you.
What, real quickly, and then I want to talk about you, Cathy. You understand this is a lifestyle, right?
Right.
You feel like you want to go back to the cheeseburgers and pizzas and the dipping in the ranch dressing yet?
I don't.
Well, you do.
Somewhat. There's times where I do miss it.
Well, how long have you been doing this for?
Since August.
Okay, August, September, October.
That's not long
2 months.
at all.
Look, the life of a red blood cell is every 4 months.
Yeah, so you're ready.
So but you've changed over just half of your red blood cells. Mm-hmm. So what she's saying is the longer you've been on this, the Inuit tribes is a whole culture.
Stability.
We're talking thousands of years.
Yes.
But for you, the longer you are on this, it becomes your physical religion.
Right.
We have spiritual religions. This is a physical religion because most people take better care of their cars than they do their body.
Exactly.
And I know if you're going to take a trip in the middle of the night, into the desert, I'm pretty sure you're going to check everything, right?
Check your oil, check all your fluids, check your tires.
Tires.
Yep.
That's what we have to do. That's what you have to
And
do.
and then you're going to fill it up, right? You're going to fill the sucker up and say, okay, now it's time to go. Do we have everything? Let's just, you're so cautious because if you break down, you're in trouble. Mm-hmm. Well, same with your body.
Right.
And it takes 10 to 30 years for cancer to grow. You don't get cancer or multiple sclerosis over the weekend. It's not like,
and when it hits, it could hit like right now and be gone tomorrow.
Yeah.
It was my last, of course, and I can talk about that because I'm a two-time widow. And I think that for you, 41, you said?
41 years old.
Wow.
Just a baby.
Dude. But the thing is, the fact is that what you have done for yourself, if you stay consistent and just get better and better and better at what you're doing, then just like anything else, you're a police officer. How long have you been a police officer?
Total of 8 years.
Okay. Do you consider yourself a good police officer? You take that serious?
I do.
Okay.
I do.
So how you feel about your career and your profession, you're affecting the community, right? And I just watched a whole thing on this one police officer that was having a really hard time with a family that was slaughtered, and he went back to just talk to their spirits in the house, saying, I'm sorry I couldn't have protected you, because he got there too late.
Right.
Because as a police officer, he says, I'm here, my whole thing about me and why I became a police officer is I wanted to protect the community.
Right.
Okay, so you can't do that if you're sick and broken and fat and tired.
It's amazing. It's amazing how some of these police officers are just like so like you, but they're just, they're just not at their game with that.
Do you find that in the police department where they, because of their diet,
yes,
they could be better, huh?
Because what they always told you is once you get out of the car, they're going to look at you. They're going to size you up. Mm-hmm. And if you look like someone who's squared away, that's ready, they're going to take you more seriously. If you look like someone who's
can't run,
probably
wow,
100 pounds overweight, they're not going to take you as seriously.
That's extremely important. Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
So this is really about survival too.
It is.
Yeah. Well, actually, yeah, that's the name of the game.
He has to be sharp. He has to be on his game. He has to sometimes have to run.
Could
He's
be
got to just be
life-saving.
on it.
So what
for
we
his life.
find with Flush Your Fat for Good, you not only think better, you sleep better, you digest, absorb, and eliminate better, your moods are better, but your intelligence is picked up.
His emotional
your
stability through things is like he gets in it, but he gets himself out of it with a positive attitude and the mental strength and physical strength for being stuck in a situation, like something goes down in the house or something, to be able to get out of it immediately with a positive direction instead of just like sitting on the couch wanting to just give up.
If you're toxic and your body is toxic and you're sluggish, your acuity is down, your ability to spring back or your ability to do what you need to do. So really what you're doing is not for a lot of things. Basically, you're not going to retire tomorrow.
No, I wish I can.
Everybody wishes they could. Retirement? What does that mean? But I think that it's, and I never thought of what you just said. And you have to hold on to that because there's a method to your madness. You have purpose. This is purpose. So walking your babies down the aisle, being around for your loved ones is not just your children growing up and getting married. What about their kids?
Exactly.
Okay?
Well, that's what, because his dad passed away a few years ago. Well, it was like 10 years ago.
10 years ago.
But it still feels like yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
So he wants to, he would love for his dad to see his his grandkids and everything. So he knows that he wants to be able to see his grandkids, play with his grandkids, and do all of that. I mean, he's got so much.
And what did your
much
father
opening.
pass away with?
He passed away at the age of 74. He went into the hospital. He had a bowel obstruction. And then got infected, and he passed away.
Oh, septicemia.
Yeah.
There you go. He got that.
Yeah.
That's a horrible death,
That's
too. I'm so sorry about that.
Yeah, that's horrible.
That's immune system issue. And his bowels were obstructed.
Yes.
So his pipes of life were not in good shape.
Right.
And that's what we're doing with you. We're cleaning you out. We're roto-rooters.
So in honor of your dad, this is what life's about. It's contrast. So we see certain things in life, and that's going to show us what we like or what we don't like.
Right.
What we want, what we don't want.
Right.
You got hit hard with the loss of your dad, but just in March is that these pictures, and in August is when you got started.
August.
So you're only 2 months into this.
2 months. Seems like forever.
Hey now.
Okay, so no
Good
pressure.
results, though.
No pressure, but in 3 more months you're coming back. Okay?
Oh yeah, and I'm going to make him stand up and just get a little peek on those abs.
Ooh, baby.
Kind of go like
Six
this.
pack.
So, Kath, when Jason said, okay, I want to do this, were you like, oh yeah, right, just when you come in, I'll believe it?
No, not at all. When he wanted to come in, who told me? Did you tell me or Sammy told me?
Sammy.
Yeah, Sammy said Jason's willing to come in. I go, oh really?
I want Sam to put up her Cathy's logo. It's Bear Wrap, and you can go to bearwrap.com, but also Bear Raps. You're in Thousand Oaks, right?
Yes, Thousand Oaks.
Yeah. What's your address there?
2695 East Thousand Oaks Boulevard, Thousand Oaks, California.
Yeah. And we also have a picture of your shop. You sent me a picture.
It's getting
of your
redone.
shop.
The whole
Yeah.
Palm Plaza is
So we're
getting
excited.
redesigned.
So
there.
we can put that picture up. Bear Wrap, and you guys are, you have how many rooms in there?
We have 8 rooms. 8 rooms in
There
there.
it is.
And you're wrapping.
So what with my wraps do is we do the mineral detox wrap, then we do the lymphatic wrap, and with these wraps, it excels everybody's inch loss, sculpting the body.
Yes.
It gets that, like if you do 6 wraps, it's like being in the gym for over 9 weeks. If you do 12 wraps, it's being in the gym. It's like being in the gym for 18 weeks. And complete body change, lean, just sculpting the body, lifting the butt, giving you the V, flattening everything, toning and tightening the skin. But when you add the flush, your
Fat. For
got it?
good.
Okay, I always call it the flush. So it just accelerates everything. Plus, when you get my wraps, it gets the people going.
Yeah.
Because when you're in the gym and you are there for 8 weeks, or you are there for 12 weeks, or whatever it is, or 18 weeks, you're just starting to see muscles. You're just starting to see the body. Even with our first wrap, it's like he gets out and he's all, wow. He's all, wow. So I did give him about 2 weeks, 2 to 3 times a week to get him on fire.
Right.
Once he
get it
actually
going.
saw his body changing and your vitality and your
Yes.
energy coming, and I said, now let's kick it up. Now we're going to get serious, because
Wow.
you cannot maintain this without changing the way that you absorb your food, how you eat it. So the wraps actually kickstart people to want to have a change because they see it. And when you see a change fast, it gets you on fire. You don't want to stop, right?
I can comment at that because, I was kind of speculative. I was, we'll see. But once I started seeing the change, like, you know what? I'm going to keep going and going. It's
Right.
like cheeseburgers, pizzas out that way.
Yeah.
Turkey burgers, cauliflower rice, and
Every
grilled
single
chicken.
time, right? Wasn't it every single time you got out of your wrap? It wasn't like he would get wrapped and then he would come back in 2 or 3 days, because that's water loss. We actually flush and detox the body, so that's the accumulated waste that eliminates. So every time that he got out of a wrap, or my clients get out of a wrap, there's a huge difference. And then when they come back, it's not back. And then when they come back, it keeps on going.
And
Yeah,
what
it keeps
keeps happening
progressing.
is you're eliminating more and more toxins.
Yeah.
So
and
your body
accumulated
is
waste.
feeling clearer, fresher.
It
You're-
makes you want to stay on this
Right.
program
right.
because it pops. Both of them together is just
It's lifestyle.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think that, if more and more people, you're only 2 months into this, and if
Wait till we bring it back in 2 months.
yeah, do you want them to know your phone number? Can they get your phone number
Yes.
off the website or what?
You can go to 1-805-732-3267. You can leave a message or send a text, and
Right.
someone will get back to you.
Okay, good. Because a lot of people, this is the big problem. When we start people on Flush Your Fat, it starts to happen right away. It's
Yes.
immediate.
Yeah.
But when a lot of people have an event to go to, or something like the red carpet, you're always working with celebrities.
Or just need a kickstart to even see. Like I said, not just for the special events that we can get you to look amazing,
Uh-huh.
and for the people that are very serious, not just for the events, doing this made him want to get on the program,
Right.
believed in what I was saying in order to make that next step for what goes in his mouth.
And then you're
And
like
no hanging, no sagging, no hanging, no creases.
right.
Amazing.
And because you're absorbing your nutrients now,
The skin.
your skin, everything. You can tell in those pictures.
Yes.
Everything. His whole
Toned up.
is healthy looking. But I think that's right, because people, this is their big fear. Now, we're going to show pictures right now of we have 3 senior coaches, and it's, I know Sam's going to put it up here in a minute, of the pictures of our senior coaches on the website. And these girls are available for 1-hour sessions or a whole month session. And the thing is, some people need to be taken by the hand. They need coaches. And this is all around the world. So, they can't, in Canada, they can't come down
Unfortunately,
and get
that sucks because I have people from San Diego to Santa Barbara to Glendale, Pasadena.
They can
all
come,
of like Beverly
right.
Hills and Malibu and everything all coming, but those are all my locals. Hopefully, I'll expand to other places
Right.
and everything.
And that's your goal, right?
Yeah, we're thinking about you and what we all three talked about is putting a package together with a CD to teach them how to rap at home, and they can do that.
With these girls, now we have Coach Sue, Coach Jennifer, and Coach Katie, and we're going to have a contest of people writing up, and we're going to have it up on the website. They can go up there and say why they want to have a free session. And then we're going to announce it in November. So I just wanted to announce that we have the one-on-one coaches available for you guys, and they'll be able to hold your hand and help you through this and get you kick-started. You can't get wrapped unless you fly on down here and see Cathy. But you can't get started on the lifestyle right away. We also have a coaching course, not just to be a coach, but it's to be able to know more about yourself. Aren't you more interested now in health and nutrition?
I am.
Yeah, you want to learn, some people when
That's why we wrote the book.
Exactly.
We had an ebook to start years ago, as Cathy held a gun to her head. Not really, but
yes, really,
pretty much.
But after people started to have results, they were saying, "Well, why does this happen? Why does that happen?" So we wrote the book.
Right, and this is 60 combined years of our knowledge for
Plus
all of this.
I have a lot of people, my girls, my ladies, my guys. They get in their wrap and they're out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
My women, can I use your book? And they read the book while they're in the wrap.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's
Yeah,
great.
me too.
But to know why is to know how, and to know how is to know why. So, when you really understand what's going on. So we have a coaching course, you guys. It's 7 modules, and at the end you get certified. And we're very proud of this course because it really teaches you all about how Flush Your Fat for Good got started, and it talks to you about our pillars. Why we're going into nutritional ketosis, food combining, low glycemic eating, detoxing, flushing, the fact that we have a support group. It's really, really important because to have somebody there for you, it's powerful. You can't, to do this on your own, that would be difficult.
Yeah, that's what I tell them. I said, if you have doubt, you need to text me or send me a picture.
Exactly.
And then I'll respond.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
then, so it's partnership, right?
But
it's teamwork.
we have enough support, like with the website, with calls, that you can do it on your own, and many have. We see them in the room. We're like, who is that? I reached my goal, and they put pictures up. We're like, who is that?
Right.
Which is fun.
And then we have Starter Kit 1, 2, and 3. Starter Kit 1 is awesome now because we're offering a free month of VIP special, a VIP membership. So you can go in and watch all the videos, 23 videos. We have over 100 audios. And you get the paperback book, you get the workbook, you get all the charts, and you get the GLA and the CLA, which we're hoping you get real soon.
Yes.
He did get it, but it arrived, but
he didn't see it. Or
he didn't see it.
Somebody must have taken
Somebody's doing really good with essential fatty acids. But anyway, we're having that sent back to him. But the essential fatty acids are excellent. So up until now, we have always had people helping. We call them buddies, Flush Your Fat for Good buddies, and we have over 100 coaches in the private Facebook room. But at this time, we want you guys to know that the coaches, the 3 coaches that are available, please go and check them out. It's a one-on-one coaching course. And we just want to thank you, Jason. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you
coming.
for coming.
Thank you for having me.
And
Cathy,
you're the bomb girl. And we will be back. And thank you guys for joining us. Until next week, God bless.
bye.
You're listening to Flush Your Fat for Good with Jackie and Dr. Vicky, only on LA Talk Radio.